The Air Services Licensing Council has suspended Mango for 2 years. The low-cost carrier has been in business since last year, July. The Public Enterprises Department says the airline will remain grounded until the right investor is found. The airline owes creditors 2.85 billion rand and also 183 million rand in unflown ticket liabilities. Joining us to make sense of these developments is South African Cabin Crew Association President Zazi Nsibanyoni-Mugambi. Zazi, good evening and welcome.
Good evening. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Let's get straight to it. What effectively does this mean? We've seen one or two airlines being grounded recently, but what does this mean specifically for Mango?
This has devastating consequences for Mango, and we're extremely shocked by the decision that the council has taken. If you look at it, if Mango is grounded or the license is suspended for 2 years, that means they cannot operate. This new bidder that's just been announced by the business rescue practitioner that's about to take over cannot start flying until the 2-year period has lapsed. And in our view, that is an extremely harsh decision by the council. It's the most punitive. The Air Services Council Act says that it's a maximum. You can suspend the license for a maximum of 2 years. And this is a council that was just set up in March of this year. And if you look at airlines like SAA Express, their licenses were kept, and they had not been flying for over 23 months and above. So why such a harsh action for Mango in particular? We find it absurd, and the impact is devastating. And I wonder where that would leave the new bidder and the 700 employees that are hoping to get reemployed into Mango in the future.
Can this decision be appealed?
Yes, look, how shocking this is. Mango is under business rescue, and you would understand that business rescue basically puts a hold on all litigation, tax issues, all these things around, trying to secure the business until it exits business rescue and is able to stand on its feet again. So I think there's an absolute case for this to be appealed or be taken to court, and I think that's what should happen. Because without that, there is no more Mango. And the only people that stand to benefit are the competitors, of course, that it seems, who would raise the prices of tickets. And it's absurd how they can come to such a decision. What the council should have done is say, we are giving you a time period, say a 2-3 month time period, to be able to get back into the sky and rectify this particular action, and that would have solved the issue. I think they've been treated very, very harshly, and something should be done as far as the courts, as far as I'm concerned.
And where does this put the employees during this business rescue, during these 2 years of wait and see, as I guess?
Yes, you'd understand that employees accepted retrenchment packages, but the understanding we came to is that the business rescue practitioner would negotiate for these employees to be reinstated once the airline starts to pick up again. So a lot of our members are really hoping, and they have not been able to find alternative employment. And they've been hoping that once Mango takes off again, they'll be able to be reemployed. And they were highly excited just the other day, just before this announcement about the council, that the bid is going well. The bidder has secured the funding, and it looked like there was hope. Now there's absolutely no hope, and we wonder, where is the Department of Transport? Why would they allow such a thing to take place? Why would the DPE not intervene and really call the council to order? Because this has never been done. It's extremely, extremely punitive. And it would actually, if they intervene, they'll give the business rescue practitioner time to rectify and be able to maybe expedite that process of the bidder and give 700 people a chance to be reemployed in the near future.
Is there any form of assistance or support that is being offered to those employees that are waiting in the wings, as it were?
No, the employees obviously have had to take UIF, so they're getting that, which is also a bit of a tedious process for our members. but also they have received a package. I mean, some people have been in the employ of Mango for a year, so that package is not substantial enough to keep them afloat until such a time that Mango takes to the sky. And I mean, we know that the jobs are not out there. We're in consistent communication with our members, and they're consistently asking, how far is this process? How soon maybe we're able to maybe be considered for re-employment into Mango? So it's extremely, extremely dire for our members. So this decision, according to us, is some underhanded, it makes no sense to us. Whose interest is this in to suspend a license for 2 years? Just on the fact that they have not operated for 12 months. And a contradiction to the other airlines like SA Express that have gone on for over 23, 24 months without having being operational. So, I mean, something should be done, especially for the interest of the employees that are dying to get back to the employment of Mango.
What does this then say about the current ongoing, if I can use that word, business rescue process?
In my view, I mean, if I was the bidder and I have put my money to start an airline as soon as possible, and I've understood the model, and I'm ready to go, and I have a plan, this is a big question mark after this, because what am I then investing in when I can't have the licenses to start to operate? It would mean, in essence, this deal is in jeopardy of failing right now at this point. And we believe it cannot be. And we obviously still have to consult and see what the plans that we can make are, but it cannot be that such a decision is made and Mango just dies. And you would recall, the DPE had said, the business rescue practitioner had a plan for Mango to take to the skies. DPE then said, we do not want Mango in the skies. You will remain grounded until you can find a successful bidder to take over Mango. Now that the business rescue practitioner has found a successful bidder, all of a sudden the council, which is under the government, the current government, DPE, Department of Transport, has decided to suspend their license for 2 years. I mean, something seriously does not add up. It almost seems as if there is an underhanded attack at Mango and not allowing them to take off with a new bidder, because they have stated that they want the airline out of their hands, and they seem to be sabotaging that particular process.
Could this be another, 51 rand sale of an airline that we have seen previously? It almost looks like it has the trademarks of what we've seen before when in a process like this, where we've seen SAA being sold for a dime, as it were.
Yeah, I mean, the SAA one is a complete other story. The 51 rand Takatso deal is something that is much more horrendous than this, because I believe this actually gave Mango, this business rescue practitioner, had actually made a proper effort in order to say, if you don't want this airline, let me take it. Let me find a bidder who's willing to put the money, and I'm not talking about 51 rand in this case, proper money in order to refund it and take it out of the hands of government and run it profitably. So I don't think this would have been a situation like the SAA rescue. I think it was actually going pretty well from the beginning until DPE interfered in saying that, Mango does not take over again, when there was a plausible business model that today Mango would have been in the air had the DPE not stalled that particular process. So I think it's very different, and I think it was something that the department maybe was not expecting, that Mango would be in the sky today. But I think without enough competition in the air in South Africa, our ticket prices are going to soar. We are benefiting a few airlines that are going to raise their tickets the way the ordinary consumer can simply not afford to fly anymore, because the market has shrunk. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So we find this completely harsh, absurd, anti-competitive, and something must absolutely be done. It is not correct what's happening.
Zazi, we're going to have to leave it there, but thank you so much for coming through to talk to us. Appreciate that. And hopefully there will be some positive stuff coming out of that. We have headlines for you just after this.